Hey guys, it's Lindsay Duff with Motivated Trader. I just want to give you a little bit of a rundown of what I did today, which was a whole lot of nothing until the end. I ended up with 4 trades and 2.5 points. It's not typical for me, but I'm not going to let it, you know, upset me. I actually had one of my traders, good job, Lan, who pulled out 11 points today. She trades a point at a time, and I'm really, I really love what she does, and we're working on just getting her every point she can. I did mark these as short possibilities. The reason I didn't really like them is because it never really pulled away from the EMA here. It pulls back up, and when it pulls back up, this is a very weak retracement, which is great for saying that it may continue, but then when you have the divergence that happens at this low, it's not really something that you want to continue with. It pushes back up. I saw the potential for a long here. If you read anything about my Instagram this morning, I had a lot of stuff to do today. And I actually laid in bed for 5 minutes before, during my snooze this morning and set out my intentions for today. And none of them really had anything to do with the market. And you'll see how my trading reflected that I should have stayed away. So I saw the long happening here, didn't take it. Also right here, because by this time I need to leave. My daughter has a dentist appointment at 10:30. So I was gone through all of this, which there were areas to take long trades, but you're going to be taking it right back into a resistance area that was not only holding, but it was just the MACDs were leading lower and lower on the 1597 every time. So I missed all this stuff. It keeps going up. It gives a strong push down. Every time it comes up into this area to say that you might be getting a short trade, your MACDs are just pushing to the upside, and they're slowly continuing up on the 610. I did sit down about right here, and I tried to get in here. I did not get a fill. There were opportunities right here that I was thinking about taking the trade, did not take it, so I didn't get any of those. I looked at this long here, I said maybe, and I missed it. Guys, I mean, today was just not my day for trading, but I did finally take a trade. It pulled down into the area. I took the long trade. I exited this trade because we had some reversal bars. Your MACDs were not pushing up very hard. And the reason I exited this trade is the exact reason why I shouldn't have been in my next one. Exactly. Well, my next one, I think, was either late for the initial move, which was right here, and I had to chase it to get in here. So every once in a while, I chase it, especially when I'm not focusing. Or it was early for the anticipations for it to continue up, which I did have anticipations for it to continue up. So I got back in here, and guess what I didn't do? I didn't take my exit, but I hit the reversal bar at this point, or at the reverse. I was watching this happen right here. It wasn't a strong push down at this point, so I had my risk just below here, and I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to hold on to this just a little bit longer, because I was really noticing that when we had this nice push up here, and then I started to see, Lindsay, you're really ignoring things. This hold up here said, okay, maybe this is going to push up a little bit more. Maybe I moved my wrist 2 ticks behind here. I wanted to see it push. And then I saw this bar happen, and it just started to push down really hard before I could do anything, and I hit the reversal bar. I don't recommend hitting the reverse button. Hit the reverse button. I don't recommend hitting it unless you really know what you're doing, because you can get yourself into a situation where you are hitting reverse all the time because you're not sure what's happening. But once this bar started to form and it started to push down hard, I was like, oh no, it's time to get out. So I reversed, and I did take the short as soon as things started to die out here and it closed back up towards the upside. MACDs were starting to lead up. I went ahead and took the exit. 2 reasons. It's the end of the day. And second, we haven't really had a good push past this 1597 or this HTF EMA so far. These were in much more, when this started to angle down here was another reason, oh my goodness, I need to be out of this trade. and I need to be looking for a trade to the short side. I do feel a little bit like I was really just jumping in on this. My risk was just above here, and I was holding it in pretty tight. Once this happened, my risk went right behind here. Once this happened, my risk went right behind here, and I finally took my exit. And, the day is pretty much over, and so there's where you get to see, hey, you know what? I'm human. I don't have great days every single time. So let's see. My first one, I made 2 points on. My second one, I lost 2.5 points, so I was negative. So hold on, let's put this on here just so we know. So plus 2.0. It was 1 point with 2 contracts. Then I lost 2.2. I'm sorry, 2.5, which had me negative 2 ticks. Then on this one right here, I lost 1.5 points because I didn't let it come back and hit my stop, which would have been, since I use 1.25 points for my risk, that would have been 2.25. And then finally, this last one, it was plus 2.5 points. So my total for today is, I'm sorry, this is plus 2.25. So my total for today, grand total, let's see, there were 4 trades, 2 wins, 2 losses, plus 2.5. Not my typical day, but you know what, guys? I'm actually happy that I pulled that out at the end of the day. Sorry, my dogs are trying to protect the house as always. Happy to pull that out at the end of the day, especially after being so distracted and not really giving it my full attention like I needed to prior. So, I think that's going to wrap it up. I actually have a session with someone here in just a few minutes. I'm going to send this through to my YouTube. And, happy trading, guys. Not every day is absolutely gorgeous, even though it gave you lots of opportunities. Some days just happen like that. So, have a wonderful day. All right, so if you want today explained to it all and how my day went, I just spent the last 10 minutes thinking I was recording this video and went to go save it and was like, wait, it's not recording, but it's recording on top of recording. That's why I'm really confused. Hold on. Okay, so it did record. I don't know if y'all saw my recording come on top of a recording, but this is really weird.